Alright, it's me, just a quick video showing you guys how to pass data between Swift files. So to start out, we're just make a single view application. And I'm just going to call it tutorial 2. And we're going to be using Swift. And you're just going to create this new project and save it into this folder. And then once we do that, don't worry about this error, my computer's just fucked up. And I go inside the view did load most times, and I just delete this comment because it kind of annoys me when it's just sitting there. And then after I do that, we're gonna create a new file. We're just gonna create a Swift file inside of their folder, and I'm just gonna call it passing vars. And with this Swift file, it can be used basically everywhere throughout your project because we're gonna make it structure, so I'm just going to call it struct constants. And then after we do that, we're just going to put some variables inside of it. You have to make them static variables so you can like change them throughout. So I'm going to do like static var name and just make it a empty name, and do static var age and just make it a number, and static var city, which is like another string that's just empty. And so you can see here, like in the beginning, that everything's kind of just empty or zeroed out. And so it will always start like this. Like when the program runs, it will start like this. And so we'll go inside the view did load. And to change these variables, you're going to type constants dot and then the name of the variable that you want to change inside of the structure. So for this one, we're going to do the name, and we're going to change the name to Jeff. And then we're going to set the age, and then we will also set the city name. And so what this is doing is it's just telling the passing vars file inside the structure constants to say that we want to set this to something new. And so we're just going to print out the constants from the structure to show that it has actually changed. And so now we're going to run this, and it will pop up saying Jeff, the age, and the city. There we go. And just to show you that it's actually like changing these variables, I'm just going to make a simple function that will set these variables, and then I'll print out the constants before we set the variables, so you can see that they're actually zeroed out and haven't been changed yet. This to show you that it actually works. So I'm just going to put these prints up here, and then I'm just going to divide it to show that the new data is under it so you don't get too confused. And then I'm just going to call the function, and so now when we run it, you're going to see the blanked out at the top and then the new variables at the bottom. And that's pretty much it. Pretty simple video.